The page doesn't have enough space for me to talk about my values. But if I had to fill the whole page with one thing, it would be integrity. It's timeless, it's priceless. No one is going to take you to the Zondo Commission because you can't be corrupted. You don't sell your soul for anything. You make money, you lose money. But your name is all you have. And the soul is all that matters because that's what you take with you. So it's so important, integrity and honesty. The other thing that I really value is respect. Giving respect and receiving respect. I always say, it doesn't matter who it is. Your parents should respect you. And if they don't respect you, you have to teach them how to respect you. So respect is up and down. Your kids have to respect you. You may love your kids unconditionally. I could lay my life for my daughter, but that doesn't mean she'll get away with disrespecting me. So respect, mutual respect is a no-go, is a non-negotiable, if you like. Hard work, Makhulukhulu spoke about the ethic that we learned at Emery Hill. The logo at that place is Ora et Labora, which is Latin for work and pray. You don't work, you don't get much, eh? It doesn't matter how clever you are. It doesn't matter how much talent you have. Hard work that's just how it goes if you want to succeed. I get asked so many times, what are the characteristics or one characteristic that I've observed from the people that have succeeded in the life that I've lived, which is kind of long. And if I had to pick one, it's a positive attitude. I've had many challenges in life, and what has sustained me is staying positive in the face of adversity. What informs being positive? It's hope and faith. When you own those two things, even when everything around you is collapsing, you hold on to the faith and the hope that things will be okay. So when as a country, we have a lot of young people that are hopeless, I get worried because the worst thing for any human being is being hopeless. Because when you're hopeless, you self-destruct and you distract those around you. So it's our responsibility individually and collectively at whatever age to infuse that hope in the people that we touch every day in our lives. Because infusing hope is paying insurance for the sustenance of our freedom and just a stable economic country. Humility, normally I put confidence next to humility because especially as a leader, and I believe each one of us is a leader of self, it's important to be confident, even if you're not feeling that confident, but you need to show confidence. But that has to be very close to being humble, because once confidence doesn't have humility close to it, it becomes arrogance. And there is nothing worse than being arrogant, because you think you know it all, you have it all, and you don't listen to anyone but yourself, and nothing could be worse. And of course, you have to be resilient. It's a tough life. This year and last year, in my view, has been one of the toughest times, economically, socio-economically, politically, because of just the challenges that we face as a country. I've also been asked to what's your purpose in life? Living and owning my truth. Being authentic. What you see is what you get. There is no other side that when you looked and, oh my goodness, you know? So you don't pretend to be something you're not because it's difficult to sustain it. But my purpose is just trying to be the best I was meant to be. And I do that by investing in myself all the time. Spiritually, in my body, being healthy, going to the gym, making sure what I eat is right, and having a mind that I nurture through reading, through studying, through listening to other people's ideas. And the soul is one of the things that we neglect, and yet it's so important. So it's a holistic thing to invest in those things so that you are the best you are meant to be and make a difference in other people's lives. I think my biggest purpose in life is making a difference in my life, my family's lives, and the lives of the communities that nurtured me and continue to nurture me. That's my purpose. What type of a leader are you? In my view, leadership is service. It's selfless service of the people that you lead. It is owning the decisions that you make. It is being humble enough to recognize the mistakes that you make. It's being a cheerleader. Find the best in each person because no one has nothing to offer. Everyone has something to offer. As a leader, your job is to find that, nurture it, and make the person aware that, wow, you're good at this, right? Because sometimes as leaders, we are so focused on finding what's wrong about a person instead of looking at what's good. And then you cover the weaknesses by getting other people that make the team a formidable team because you're bringing different strengths to the team. So when you talk about diversity, it's not just diversity of gender or social identities per se, though it's important, but it's also diversity in terms of strengths, in terms of personalities. What matters to me as a leader is an inclusive culture. As a country, the government has tried so hard to make sure you have rules, you have legislation that says you'll have so many women, we'll have so many blacks, and whatever else. And as a result, as business, all we do is tick boxes. We bring these brilliant human beings. But because we haven't been conscious of seeing people as equal, we actually think you are defined by your social identity, which is race or social class, or your gender, your sexual orientation. We block ourselves from getting to know the person who's equal, just different. So we comply with the legislation of the country, but we don't use the people that we've invested money to employ by making the culture inclusive. The thing about a culture that is inclusive is that it allows yourself to be. You cannot be innovative. You cannot perform at your best if you actually try to be something you are expected to be. If you have to wear this mask each time you walk into the office because you can't be your true self, everyone loses. So I think as leaders, we have an obligation to make the culture inclusive.